Hey, welcome to the forum traffic video. Now, with this video, we're going to be talking about using forums to drive traffic to your squeeze page or your sales page or whatever it may be. Now, forums, they have been around forever, and no matter what your niche is, I guarantee that there is an active community based around that niche and it being a forum. And what we're going to do is we're going to find these forums. We're going to reach out to these forums and strike up a deal and advertise with these forums. Now, this isn't your other strategy of, making threads and posting and waiting forever and having to reply to people and giving value and, posting 100 times a day so that you're active and then waiting for this, waiting for that. This is not that, okay? That takes forever. It might work, but it takes forever. And we're not really looking for that. We're looking to advertise right away and start seeing results right away. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to find, targeted niche forums related to our niche. We're going to pinpoint who the moderators are, who the administrators are, the owner of the forum. We're going to contact these people one-on-one and see what kind of deal that we can work out, how we can advertise on their forum. There's many ways that we can advertise on these different forums. Now, like I said, there are forums in every niche, right? No matter what your niche is, there's going to be a community for that niche, right? So basically what we're looking for forums that are active, okay? We want them to be active. If they're dead, there's no visitors, there's no point in advertising. We want forums that are active, getting daily posts, all kinds of threads, all kinds of replies, things like that. Ideally, I like to look for 5,000 to 10,000 plus members on the forum. If there's less than that, it's not that active. So I like to really target, forums that have, at least 5,000 people or more. We also need to be able to identify who the administrators are and who the moderators are. We have to reach out to these people, contact these people to try to work out some kind of agreement. So we have to be able to identify who they are, make sure that they are actually a part of their forum. So here I am right now on the Warrior forum, which is the most popular internet marketing forum on the internet. And what I want to do is I kind of want to show you what we're going to be looking for on our forums, okay? For one, let's talk about how it, being active. As we can see, if I scroll down here to the bottom, we can see that right now there are over 13,000 people that are active on the website. That is outstanding. We can see there's 886,000 people. Now, this is most likely the biggest forum on the internet, so the forums that you find for your niche aren't going to be anywhere near that, most likely. If they are, that's great, but most likely they're not going to be that high. So obviously this meets our criteria for an active forum with, over 13,000 active people. Next up, we can hop into their main forum here and we can see, all these different threads that have been posted today. So today is January 9th. You can see all these threads were actually posted today onto the second page. You can see all the different replies. If we head back here to the main page here, over 2 million posts. So like I said, this is a very, broad example because this is probably the most popular forum on the internet, but I'm just trying to give an example of what active looks like. Now let's talk about the types of deals that we can strike up with forums. Now, many forums have different types of ways they make money. Not all forums send out, regularly scheduled emails to their, forum members. So that's the first way that we could, monetize with the forum. We could have them send out an email to their subscribers, an email for us, a promotional email to our squeeze page or our sales page. Also, you notice we have a banner slot up here. We have this banner ticking, so this forum here offers banner advertising. If we jump into this forum here, we can see the sticky section. The sticky section is definitely prime real estate on any forum because stickies have been proven to get, a lot more visibility, obviously, because they are stickied to the top of the forum. So they are going to get all the eyeballs when someone visits the forum. As we can see here, these new stickies here have, 111,000 views, 103,000 views, almost 100,000 views, while all of these other threads, all I see is one of them, two of them even broke 1,000 views. They all have, less than 1,000, while these have 100,000 plus because these are sticky posts and everyone views the sticky post, okay? Another prime spot for advertising, if we click on this thread here, is your signature. If we scroll down here, we can see this gentleman here has links in his signature, most likely to his squeeze pages or his sales pages. And that's another great spot where you can advertise. You can advertise in someone else's signature as well. So what types of deals can you strike up with a forum when you find one? Well, for one, you can have some kind of white label version of your product. So for example, if I have a traffic product, I can kind of, rebrand that traffic product as if the form itself has created that product. And if you do something like that, the form is more likely to promote it for you if it looks like it's coming from the form. So I can rebrand my product as if it came from the Warrior form, talk to the moderator and get him to mail it out as if the Warrior form created it. I can also give him 100% commissions because all I'm looking to do is build my squeeze page or build my list, All I'm looking to do is build my email list. So I give him this product, I rebrand it so like the Warrior form created it, and I say, hey, mail this out to your email list, or hey, put up some banner ads for me for free, mail it out to your email list, make it a sticky post, you keep 100% of the profits. All I'm looking to do is build my email list, right? You do something like that, which I've done before, and it works out great because the Warrior form, or any form for that matter, they don't have to do anything, right? They're making 100% profits on your entire funnel, and you're building your email list. It's a win-win situation. Some other things you could look into is maybe becoming a moderator of that forum if you're looking to be more serious about it, or if you're more dedicated or passionate about that niche. You could actually become a moderator, or even in extreme cases, you could look into actually buying the forum. I mean, the Warrior forum recently sold not too long ago to a new owner. So if you're like definitely into that niche deep, that's your passion, you're, really into that niche, you can look into buying popular forums and turn those into your own traffic machines. But that's definitely only for, serious mode if you're, got a lot of money and you're really into it. If not, just find related niche forums, contact the moderators and the administrators, the owners of the forum, and see what kind of deal we could work out, okay? So how do we find these forums? Well, the best way that I like to do it is I like to head over to Google, and you are going to type in your keyword plus forum. So for example, I could say, maybe I'm in a weight loss niche, I could say weight loss forum, for example, and then I am going to receive all these different forums that are in the weight loss niche. So what I do, for example, is this first one here is a weight loss forum. I'm going to open this up in a new tab. We're going to kind of check out this forum, see if it's active, see if it meets our criteria for being something, worthwhile. I mean, as we can see, it was #1 on the search results. Right away, I noticed they have a fan page they are advertising with over 7,000 likes, so that's pretty cool. I see we have a lot of posts here, 60,000 posts, 1,200, over 7,000, 27,000, almost 20,000, 40,000. So this is all great news so far. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom here and see if they tell us how many members they have. We can see they have over 53,000 members, almost 54,000, almost 800,000 posts. So this is all good news. I'm going to open up this top forum here. We can see a bunch of posts today here, a bunch of posts within the last few days. So this forum looks like it's getting a lot of action. I'm going to scroll through here and see what kind of types of forums they have. They have weight loss programs with almost 13,000 posts. So that's great. That lets me know that people are looking to lose weight. Weight loss exercises with almost with 22,000 posts. So that's really great. A lot of people are active talking about weight loss exercises. So if I had a product that was weight loss training, this is going to be a great forum to reach out and see if they want to work out some kind of deal, some kind of advertisement, some kind of partnership. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. Usually at the very bottom, they have some kind of contact us form. We can see here, contact us. I'm going to click on that. And we can see that it brings us to a form here. They want our name, email address, our subject, and our message here. So I'm going to fill this out. I'm going to leave a message that says, hey, I am so-and-so. I work in the weight loss industry. I would love to reach out about, some kind of partnership. Try to reach out and see if they have a Skype or a Facebook that you can talk to them through. It's a lot better than filling out forms, asking for Skype information or Facebook information, or, a personal email so you can have some kind of direct line of communication. Get an introduction from the administrator, introduce yourself. It's all about building your relationship with the forum owner, okay? And be ready to give away, 100% commissions of your product, okay? And it must be high value, very valuable product. Don't contact forums with, crappy products that's not valuable for their members, because they're going to blow you off, and they're going to, most likely they communicate with other related forums, and they're going to let other forums know about you, okay? So only contact them with high valuable content and products. Be ready to give 100% of the commissions away in return for building your email list. That's the main goal, is to build your email list while also building a relationship with the form. Okay, so I would contact them, I would go back to our Google results here, and I would bring up these other forms as well and contact them if they meet our criteria, and be ready to kind of rebrand your product in different ways with the forms name, their brand, so they can advertise it as their own brand. You know, you have banner ads, they can email their list, they can give you sticky posts, signature slots, advertisement, things like that. A really great and cheap way, or even a free way, if they're going to accept 100% commissions, to build your email list using niche forms. Welcome to the email traffic video. Now, this is by far my favorite method because it is definitely the most, you get the most targeted traffic to your squeeze page or your sales page. So this is by far my favorite and probably, the easiest one, believe it or not, when it comes to sending a lot of targeted traffic to your website. So basically, we're going to be using email, obviously, and we're going to be taking advantage of other people's email list. Now, here's the basic sequence, for someone's list. They have a product or they have a blog or whatever it is, and they're building their email list, right? And when someone joins their email list, those people start getting an email sequence. They might receive an email once a day, once every other day, once a week, whatever it is that they're opting into, that person has some kind of email sequence that they are putting that person through. And then those emails all promote something. They're sending the traffic to a squeeze page, or they're sending it to a sales page, or they're sending it to their blog post, or whatever it is. And that's the basic idea behind email sequences. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finding people who have large email lists inside of our niche. We're going to be contacting them, and we are going to be working with them so that they will place our email list or our email swipe inside of their email sequence. Okay, so let's say they're sending out an email every other day. We're going to slip in there and see if they'll send out our email on one of these days instead of their own email, or if they don't have anything to send out, they will be more willing to send out our email instead. It's a really, really simple but very, very powerful method. Now, of course, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, hey, one guy is sending out an email is not going to do a lot for me. Well, maybe not, but if you have 5, 10, 20 different guys sending out an email to your squeeze page or your sales page, that's a lot of people coming to your list. And that's the main goal. So how do we even find people that have a huge email list in our niche? Well, there's multiple ways. Product launches, there's always, every niche has people launching information products and things like that. So you can head over to clickbank.com or JVZoo or Warrior Plus or any kind of network, affiliate network, and search for all the different products they offer. Especially ClickBank, they have products in every single niche, so you can head over there and find all these people in your niche that have successful products. Contact these people and see what it would take for them to send out your email. You can also find people who are doing webinars and reach out to them. Webinars are really hot right now. A lot of people are doing webinars, so we can reach out to them. Or you can find blogs or forums related to your niche and reach out to those people. And remember, we're only trying to find people with large lists, okay? People with thousands and thousands of people that they can send to your squeeze page. All right, so how do you even get these people to email for you, right? So you found somebody, how do you get them to send your email? Well, for one, just be real, okay? Just be a real person. Don't come off as some kind of salesy, pitchy guy. You're trying to hype them up and convince them to do something. Just be 100% real with them. Introduce yourself. Build a relationship, tell them who you are, and tell them what you have to offer. And make sure your offer is real, true value, okay? Don't grab some rehashed PLR product and try to pass that off as value. Have some real, true, original content that you created or that you had someone create for you, a professional, and say, hey, I have this content. I would love to work together to build my email list. And just be straight up and ask them, what will it take for them to send the email out for you, right? Just what will it take? Ask them what they want in return. Do they want money? Do they want 100% commissions? Do they want some work done? What kind of partnership can you form with them? Everyone has different needs, okay? One person just might want some money. That's fine. One person might want some commission on your product. One person might want you to do some work for them in the future. It really depends. So just ask them what they want in exchange for them sending out an email for you. Maybe you need to tailor your content a little bit. Maybe you need to rebrand your content a little bit to match, their list or their style, and that's perfectly fine. If you need to integrate their brand with yours, then that's perfectly fine as well. If I'm working for a guy that works under a popular brand and he wants to mail out my product for him, I am more than happy to rebrand my product as if it's coming from his brand as well, right? So it's like we're a partner now. We are partners in this product, and he's going to mail it out and I'm going to build my list. Okay, so like I said, this is probably the simplest method that there is in all of these different traffic videos, but it is definitely the most effective and you can get the quickest results by using this method. And there's not much to it. Find people in your niche, blogs, product creators, webinars, forums, anyone in your niche, reach out to them and ask them what it would take to have them email for you, and even give them an email swipe so they don't have to do anything. They just got to copy and paste it. Already have the email swipe written out that you want them to send out so they don't have to do any work at all, and they are going to be more open to emailing your product.